Have you ever looked at your life and whispered to yourself, there has to be more than this? Maybe you've done everything right, checked the boxes, followed the rules, and yet there's this invisible weight holding you back. A sense that something is off, that no matter how much effort you put in, something deeper is blocking the flow. If that resonates with you, you're not alone, and you're not imagining it. In this video, we're going to explore something that can change everything, your energetic frequency, and how shifting it can finally unlock the life that's been waiting for you. We're talking about spiritual alignment, ancestral imprints, emotional blocks, and hidden beliefs you didn't even know you were carrying. Until now. If you've ever felt stuck, tired, or like abundance keeps slipping through your fingers, what if the real issue isn't outside of you, but encoded within you? What if your energy is tuned to a station of scarcity, fear, or guilt, passed down through generations, and no one ever taught you how to change the dial? This is a conversation about healing on a soul level, about finally remembering who you are and why you're here. Because the truth is, you are not meant to live in survival. You are meant to thrive, to expand, to align. So stay with me to the very end of this video. You might just find the piece of the puzzle you've been missing your whole life. Before we begin, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who's been feeling lost, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next message. And drop in the comments, I am ready to shift. I align with abundance. I choose freedom. Let's dive in. Let's pause for a moment and get honest. How much of what you're feeling right now is actually yours? That anxiety about money, the fear of failure, the belief that you have to work twice as hard just to survive, is that really your truth? Or is it a story you've inherited? Many of us are walking around carrying energetic baggage that doesn't even belong to us. Wounds passed down from our parents, grandparents, even great-grandparents. Unhealed traumas, scarcity mindsets, emotional patterns that became so familiar they feel like our own. But they're not. They're echoes of generations who didn't have the tools, the space, or the freedom to heal. Think about it. If your lineage knew only survival, how would they teach you abundance? If your ancestors lived through war, poverty, betrayal, or suppression, how would you know what trust, safety, or expansion feels like in your nervous system? The truth is, they couldn't give you what they didn't have. And that's not their fault. But now, it's your opportunity. You are the turning point, the one who can stop the cycle, not through blame, but through awareness, compassion, and conscious transformation. This isn't just about finances, it's about frequency, because your energy speaks louder than your effort. And if your frequency is still aligned with survival, you'll keep recreating struggle even when your mind is craving success. So ask yourself, what am I still loyal to that is no longer serving me? That belief that says I'm not enough, that fear that says money is evil, that guilt that whispers, who am I to live well when they didn't? It's time to see it, name it, and choose differently. Let's talk about energy, not the kind you get from coffee or a good night's sleep, but the kind that radiates from your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. This energetic frequency is not some abstract spiritual concept. It's a powerful force that's shaping your reality moment by moment. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the tension even before anyone said a word? That's frequency. Have you ever noticed how certain people just seem to attract abundance, ease, or love without trying too hard? That's frequency too. So here's the truth. If you want to change your life, you have to change your frequency. But how do you do that when you're stuck in emotional patterns that were never yours to begin with? When you're vibrating on the same wavelength as your family's pain, their fears, their limitations, you begin by becoming aware. You pause. You observe your thoughts. You notice the tension in your body when you think about money, relationships, success. And then you ask, where did this come from? Is this mine? Or did I learn it from someone else who was hurting? This is the path of emotional clearing and energetic alignment. It's not about pretending everything is fine or slapping affirmations over deep wounds. It's about facing your inner reality with courage and compassion, and choosing to release what no longer serves your soul. Start small. Start with breath. Breath is one of the fastest ways to shift your energy. When you breathe deeply, you tell your nervous system that it's safe to relax. And from that place, you can choose new thoughts, new beliefs, new actions, and slowly, your frequency begins to rise. Imagine this. You wake up one day, and instead of feeling tightness in your chest, you feel peace. Instead of dreading bills, you feel empowered. Instead of feeling stuck, you feel guided. That is the life that opens up when your frequency changes. Let's open the space for healing. Comment below. I choose a higher frequency. I choose healing. Let's take this deeper. Have you ever considered that the blocks you're facing today might not even be yours? That the scarcity, fear, or anxiety you carry around money, love, or self-worth could be inherited, passed down like a spiritual DNA through generations? We're talking about generational trauma, energetic imprints, emotional legacies. You might have grown up hearing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, we always have to struggle, or don't dream too big. And even if you're trying to live differently now, those old echoes are still running quietly in the background, shaping your choices, your energy, your outcomes. But here's the empowering truth. You were born to break the cycle. You are the awakening in your family line. You are the soul that chose to heal what others could not. When you raise your vibration, you don't just shift your life, you shift the entire energy of your ancestry. Your healing becomes a ripple that travels backward and forward. You become the turning point for those who came before you and those who will come after. This work isn't always easy. It requires honesty. It requires presence. But it also offers profound freedom. Because when you clear those old frequencies, when you lovingly say, "This pain ends with me," you open up space for something new. You begin to experience abundance not as a far-off dream, but as your natural state. You begin to feel joy without guilt, peace without fear, success without self-sabotage. So I ask you now, what patterns are you ready to break? What stories are you ready to rewrite? What would it feel like to fully own your power, your light, your purpose? Drop your answers in the comments. Your voice matters. Your truth matters. And if this message is stirring something in your soul, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's spread this wave of healing. Let's remind others that they too can break the cycle and choose something greater. So here we are. At the end of this message, but maybe at the very beginning of a brand new chapter in your life. Take a moment to breathe. Place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes. Can you feel it? That subtle but powerful shift inside you. That deep, quiet knowing that something has awakened. That maybe, just maybe, this is the moment your soul has been waiting for. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not cursed or destined to struggle forever. You are becoming. You are remembering. You are returning to your true self, the one who is powerful, radiant, wise, and deeply connected to the flow of the universe. Yes, the path of healing and awakening is not always easy. It will challenge you. It will stretch you. It will invite you to release everything that is no longer aligned. People, beliefs, emotions, identities. But what you gain in return is priceless. Freedom, peace, clarity, purpose, and the kind of abundance that flows from the inside out. You were never meant to live in survival. You were meant to thrive, to co-create with life, to expand, to overflow. And that begins with choosing yourself, choosing to rise, to feel, to heal, to believe. Let this be your declaration. I am no longer available for scarcity. I am no longer available for struggle that isn't mine. I am abundance. I am free. I am enough. Type it in the comments. Say it out loud. Feel it in your body. Let the universe hear you. And if this message touched your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear these words. Subscribe to this channel and become part of this growing tribe of awakened hearts, because we are rising together. You are the light your lineage has been waiting for, and the time to rise is now.